Listen carefully and do not scroll away. You were never meant to be successful in their system because your soul was specifically coded to dismantle it. While everyone else is fast asleep and chasing illusions, your spirit is actively resisting the 9-to-5 matrix. This is not an accident. Heaven explicitly orchestrated this exact moment for you to hear this truth. You feel an overwhelming exhaustion every single morning. Your body feels incredibly heavy before you even step out of bed. And every time you walk into that office building, you feel like your life force is being slowly drained away. You try to push through it. You force yourself to smile at your coworkers, but inside, your soul is screaming for a completely different reality. People might tell you that you are just experiencing normal burnout. They want you to believe that you just need more rest or a better routine. Do not let them gaslight your intuition. What you are experiencing right now is not a medical issue. It is intense spiritual warfare. Your nervous system is reacting to a highly toxic environment that was designed to keep your frequency low. You are a starseed. You are a high-frequency being navigating a severely low-frequency world. And the matrix system knows exactly who you are. The corporate world is structured to trap powerful souls in a cycle of endless survival. They want you exhausted. They want you stressed about bills so you never have the energy to discover your true divine purpose. This is a calculated trap, but there is a specific reason why your career has been so strangely stagnant lately. There is a reason why every door you try to open in the normal world slams shut in your face. I am going to reveal the exact spiritual truth behind this workplace exhaustion, and I will show you what the universe is preparing to drop into your life. The shift is already happening in the unseen realm. You have always felt like you do not belong there. Even when you are surrounded by people at work, the isolation is deafening. You sit in those meetings and wonder how everyone else can pretend everything is fine. They care about trivial things. They chase empty promotions. But your spirit is suffocating because you carry a divine calling that cannot be fulfilled in a normal cubicle. Pay attention to your physical body right now. Notice the tension you carry in your neck and your shoulders. That is not just from sitting at a desk all day. That is the physical manifestation of your aura constantly defending itself against energy vampires. You are acting as a spiritual shield for everyone around you, and it is completely draining your vital life force away. Your soul is literally rejecting the matrix. It is glitching the system just by existing in that space. When you try to force yourself to conform to their 9-to-5 standards, your energy field collapses. You cannot fit a multidimensional spirit into a two-dimensional box. The friction you feel is your divine blueprint fighting against an entirely unnatural and forced timeline. You are not crazy, and you are not broken. Your profound dissatisfaction with a normal job is actually your greatest spiritual asset. It is the internal compass guiding you toward a massive timeline shift. The universe is making you incredibly uncomfortable on purpose. Because if you were comfortable in the matrix, you would never step into your true power as a chosen one. Think about the repetitive nature of your daily routine. You wake up at the exact same time. You drive the exact same route. You sit in the exact same spot and stare at a screen for 8 hours. This repetition is a hypnotic spell designed to keep your third eye tightly shut. The system requires your constant participation to survive. It feeds directly on your creative energy. But you are finally waking up to the illusion. Every time you feel that deep urge to quit and walk away, it is your spirit guide speaking to you. They are trying to pull you out of a timeline that is literally destroying your soul. The Matrix wants to trade your infinite potential for a steady paycheck, but your soul simply refuses to accept that terrible bargain anymore. The exhaustion is just the first symptom of your spiritual rebellion. You are currently in the middle of a massive energetic extraction. The universe is preparing to pull you entirely out of their system. But before you can step into that independent prosperity, you have to understand what is happening in your office right now. You must learn how they are secretly siphoning your light. You sit at your desk and try to focus on the screen. The air in the room feels incredibly thick and heavy. You can sense invisible cords attaching to your body. And even when no one is talking to you directly, you feel a constant pulling sensation on your aura. Every single person in that office is unconsciously feeding off your spiritual energy. These are the corporate energy vampires. They walk past your workspace and suddenly your stomach ties into knots. They do not even need to speak a single word. Just their physical proximity is enough to siphon your vital life force and leave you feeling completely depleted. This is exactly how the Matrix system sustains itself through your daily suffering. They always come to you with their endless drama. They complain about the boss and their miserable lives. You listen patiently because you have a pure heart. But notice what happens when the conversation finally ends and they walk away back to their desks. They feel completely energized and light, while you are left feeling hollow and spiritually bankrupt. Your empathy is a beautiful divine gift, but in the corporate matrix it becomes a massive target. These people unconsciously recognize your high-frequency light. They are starving for that exact spiritual currency because they have absolutely no ability to generate it themselves. They use you as a human battery to power their mundane existence. Some of them even pretend to be your true friends. They invite you to lunch or ask for your advice, but pay very close attention to your physical body. Every time you return from spending time with them, you feel like you just ran a marathon while they are suddenly radiant. Your kindness is being weaponized against your own spiritual well-being. You bring this toxic energy home with you every night. You lay in bed and stare at the dark ceiling. You wake up at 3 in the morning feeling anxious. This is not normal workplace stress that you can just sleep off over the weekend. It is your soul desperately trying to process the heavy emotional garbage they dumped into your aura. Take one deep breath slowly. Let the matrix noise leave your mind for a moment. Feel the physical tension releasing from your chest right now. You have been carrying their energetic burdens on your shoulders for far too long. It is time to realize that healing them is not your job, and their chaos does not belong to you. You try to set boundaries to protect your peace. You stay quiet and focus on your work, but then they accuse you of being antisocial. They completely misinterpret your necessary energetic quarantine as arrogance and begin to deeply resent your silent presence. They are just angry that their free spiritual supply has been suddenly cut off. When you withdraw your energy, they start whispering. They form little cliques and gossip about you constantly. This is a highly coordinated spiritual attack. The Matrix system is using these unconscious agents to shame you back into total submission and blind compliance. They want you to lower your frequency so you can fit back into their box. Their petty jealousy is absolute proof of your light. They are terrified of the powerful frequency you carry. Even in a sterile office environment, your soul shines too brightly. You are a walking mirror reflecting their deepest insecurities and highlighting everything they have failed to become. They hate you because they secretly want the divine spark that you possess. The Matrix uses these vampires to keep you entirely exhausted, because a drained starseed cannot fulfill their earthly mission. The universe has been watching you struggle in this trap. And this brings us to the hidden reason why your career has been completely stagnant despite your incredible talent. There is a massive spiritual block happening right now. You wonder why you never get that promised promotion. You wonder why every regular job ends in total disaster. The truth is going to shock you. The universe is actively closing these worldly doors and sabotaging your normal career path to save your eternal soul. You were meant for a timeline that they cannot even begin to comprehend. You have been told your entire life that you just need to work harder. They say you are lazy if you do not want to climb the corporate ladder. But let me tell you the absolute truth about your sudden lack of ambition. You are not lazy and you are not unmotivated. You are finally waking up to the massive spiritual fraud that they call a normal life. The system demands your complete submission. They want you to trade the best years of your life for a tiny piece of paper. And remember how those office energy vampires were secretly draining your aura? This is exactly how they do it. They force you to participate in a meaningless competition that distracts you from your true divine power. Your soul is a high-frequency being, and a high-frequency being will always physically reject a toxic environment. That deep feeling of boredom and frustration at your desk is actually your spiritual intuition screaming at you. Your spirit recognizes that the tasks you are doing have absolutely no eternal value in the grand scheme of the universe. Every time you send a pointless email, a small part of your spirit dies. You sit in long meetings listening to people argue about things that do not matter. You can see right through the fake corporate smiles and the empty mission statements. Your authentic light simply cannot tolerate the massive levels of deception required to survive in their world. They try to motivate you with a small raise or an empty job title. They dangle these tiny rewards in front of you to keep your frequency low. But you are the glitch in the matrix. You are the one soul they cannot buy with their earthly currency. Your sudden lack of interest in their fake rewards is absolute proof of your rapid spiritual ascension. You feel incredibly guilty when you want to quit your secure job. Society has programmed you to believe that quitting is a sign of personal failure. But you must reframe this entirely. Your desire to walk away is not a failure of character. It is a profound spiritual victory, because your soul is refusing to be compromised any longer. You are a generational curse breaker. Your parents and your grandparents accepted the matrix because they did not have the spiritual sight that you possess. They worked until they were completely broken just to survive. But heaven placed you in this specific bloodline to completely shatter that cycle of endless wage slavery. The cycle stops with you today. This is why you are experiencing such intense spiritual warfare right now. The Matrix recognizes that you are about to break free from its control. And when a chosen one is on the edge of a massive timeline shift, the system will try everything to pull them back down. They will use your own self-doubt as a weapon against your destiny. But you must stop trying to fit into a space that is clearly rejecting you. You are a puzzle piece from an entirely different dimension. It does not matter how hard you try to force yourself into their corporate picture, you will always feel like an outsider because your energy signature is fundamentally incompatible with their low vibration timeline. This brings us to the mysterious isolation you face every single day. Why do you feel completely invisible even when you are the hardest worker in the room? Why do your bosses constantly overlook your massive contributions and promote people who are clearly less talented? There is a very specific spiritual reason for this deliberate workplace isolation. You might think it is just office politics or bad luck. Do not ever use the word luck. Nothing in your life is random or accidental. This isolation is actually a highly calculated spiritual boundary placed around you. The universe is intentionally hiding your true value from these people so they cannot use your divine gifts to build their dark empire. But what is the Matrix system really doing behind the scenes? Why are they so desperate to keep you trapped in that cubicle? Before I reveal the darkest secret of their system, you have to accept your royal identity. You are not a regular employee. You are a chosen one who is about to witness the absolute collapse of their artificial authority over your life. Here is the darkest secret the Matrix system desperately wants to keep hidden from you. The modern corporate world is not just an economic structure. It is a highly advanced spiritual harvesting grid. They do not just want your physical labor, because they literally need to consume your soul energy to power their completely artificial and soulless reality. Your narcissistic boss and those toxic co-workers are not just annoying people. They are unconscious agents of a lower frequency dimension, and they are absolutely terrified of the divine light you carry inside you. They sense that you are completely immune to their standard mind control tactics. A true chosen one cannot be easily manipulated by fear or greed. You were never meant to be the employee of the month in their twisted game. You were sent into that specific environment as a spiritual Trojan horse. Your mere existence in that office disrupts their low-frequency programming, and just by sitting there you are actively collapsing their fragile illusions. You are a living and breathing glitch. This is exactly why they constantly try to provoke a negative reaction from you, because they desperately need you to get angry so they can feed on your emotions. But when you offer them absolute silence, they begin to panic. Your calm energy acts as a massive mirror. It reflects their own spiritual emptiness right back at their terrified faces. They built the corporate ladder to keep human souls running endlessly on a tiny hamster wheel. They promise you happiness and security if you just give them your entire life, but you have finally seen behind the curtain of this grand deception. You realize that climbing their ladder just leads to a higher level of spiritual imprisonment. You refuse to play. Remember the painful isolation we talked about earlier? This is the divine truth behind your loneliness. Heaven deliberately hid your true value from these corporate energy vampires. If they truly understood your power, they would have drained you completely dry. So the universe blinded them to your gifts to preserve your energy. You were hidden for your ultimate mission. You are not falling behind your peers in life. You are simply operating on a completely different cosmic timeline. While they are building temporary castles in a dying matrix, you are slowly building an eternal kingdom that no corporate boss can ever take away. The exhaustion you feel is just the friction of your vast soul. But that season is ending. The system is losing its grip on your mind. They can no longer control you with the fear of poverty or social rejection. You have taken your spiritual power back by simply refusing to care about their fake rewards, and this quiet realization is your greatest victory. You have officially beaten the Matrix at its own game, but this awakening brings a massive new challenge. You might be wondering why you keep losing jobs or failing interviews recently. Why does the universe keep slamming these normal doors shut right in your face? There is a profound reason for this sudden career destruction, and it has everything to do with the massive shift happening in your destiny. You have prayed for a breakthrough and begged for a way out of the trap. The universe heard your desperate cries in the dark. But the answer to your prayers does not look like a comfortable promotion, because God is never going to bless you inside a system that destroys you. The extraction process is about to begin. Your logical mind wants to hold on to the illusion of safety, and you constantly worry about your bills and your basic survival in this physical world. But you must elevate your perspective right now. The creator of the entire universe is acting as your personal career manager. The master plan for your life requires a total demolition of your past identity. You are standing on the edge of a monumental transition. Everything you thought you knew about your career path is about to change forever. Heaven is forcefully removing you from the matrix to protect your frequency. But before you can step into this new abundance, you must understand the closed doors. Let me tell you exactly why you lost those opportunities. You are crying over doors that heaven permanently locked for your own protection. You feel rejected when you fail an interview or lose a steady job. But you must understand that the universe is never punishing you, because those sudden rejections are highly orchestrated divine interventions meant to redirect your path. They are saving you from a timeline that would have completely crushed your spirit. If God allowed you to walk through those normal corporate doors, you would have stayed there forever. You would have settled for a completely average existence while burying your vast spiritual potential. The Matrix offers you a comforting illusion of safety to keep you totally paralyzed. Heaven had to aggressively step in and remove that fake safety net to finally wake you up. You were sleeping in a burning house. Every single no you have received recently is actually a massive cosmic yes, pointing you toward your true destiny. You were never meant to build someone else's worldly empire. You are a chosen one carrying a very specific energetic blueprint for this exact generation. And you simply cannot execute a massive divine mission while answering to a low-frequency boss who hates your authentic light and constantly tries to keep you small. Your old timeline is rapidly collapsing right in front of your eyes because it simply cannot hold the massive weight of your brand new frequency. You are shedding the heavy corporate skin that you were forced to wear for years. Your soul is aggressively making room for unprecedented abundance, and this beautiful transition process requires absolute demolition. During this transition period, you will feel incredibly lost and deeply uncomfortable. The universe strips away your old titles and your professional identity to see exactly who you really are underneath the matrix programming. This is the ultimate spiritual crucible. You are being rigorously trained in the dark so you can hold extreme power. You possess rare spiritual gifts that the corporate world could never monetize or understand. Your deep empathy and your vivid intuition are not flaws that need to be fixed by a manager. They are the exact tools you need to navigate the coming global shift. But the system tried to convince you that these divine traits were just annoying personality defects. The system deliberately targets starseeds like you because your dormant power is a massive threat to their control grid. They feed you false narratives about hard work and loyalty to keep you grinding on their wheel forever, while they quietly siphon your vital life force away. But heaven is intervening right now to sever those chains. Your soul is being called higher. Stop measuring your eternal worth by their totally fabricated matrix standards. Your value is not determined by a resume or a meaningless job title. You are a high-frequency being who was sent here to anchor the light during a massive earthly transition, and a normal career would only serve as a massive distraction from your true divine calling. You might ask why the financial pressure has been so incredibly intense lately. The Matrix uses money as a weapon to keep you terrified and compliant. Heaven allows you to experience this intense financial squeeze to break your deep emotional attachment to the system, because you must learn to trust the universe completely before the real wealth can flow. The divine delay is finally coming to an end. The universe kept you in this holding pattern just long enough to purify your intentions and completely rebuild your character. Your spiritual capacity has been expanded through all the severe trials and the bitter rejections you faced. You are now energetically prepared to receive your massive blessing. Your enemies in the office thought they won when you struggled or walked away. They actually celebrated your apparent downfall and quietly mocked your unconventional path. But they are about to experience a terrifying reality check when they see what heaven does next, because you are not just going to survive this brutal transition, you are going to completely dominate it. There is a massive spiritual event happening right now that will force you to leave that old environment forever. The universe is actively preparing a mega deposit of wealth and absolute sovereignty just for you. But how exactly will this divine wealth manifest in your physical reality, and what must you declare to claim this unprecedented cosmic payout? The answers will fundamentally shatter every limiting belief you have ever held about money and success. The Matrix algorithm is terrified that you are about to hear this next revelation. Because once you realize how the universe actually pays its chosen warriors, you will never accept a normal paycheck again, and your entire paradigm will permanently shift. The moment of absolute vindication is finally here. You are the living glitch in their artificial matrix. They tried to force your massive soul into a tiny corporate box and they failed miserably. Their entire system is currently panicking because it cannot process your high-frequency light. The tables have permanently turned. You are no longer the victim of their toxic workplace games. You are the quiet storm that just destroyed their fragile illusions. Every time they tried to dim your light, they only made you infinitely stronger. And now they are completely terrified of the quiet authority you carry in your presence. They watch you walk away, and they secretly realize they just lost their greatest source of spiritual supply. The energy vampires are officially starving. Your career is no longer tied to their earthly economy. You do not work for a normal human boss anymore. The creator of the entire universe has officially taken over as your sole provider. Heaven is stepping in to pay you directly for all the spiritual heavy lifting you did in the dark. You are about to receive a mega deposit that no earthly corporation could ever afford. This is the ultimate karmic payout for your endless sacrifice. You absorbed their chaos and you returned it as pure light. But the era of you being the cosmic punching bag is completely finished. The universe has issued a divine decree demanding full restitution for every single tear you cried in secret. The cosmic bank is currently transferring your generational wealth. Breathe this truth into your soul right now. Let the heavy chains of survival mode shatter into a million pieces. You do not have to hustle or grind in their broken system ever again. Your new job is simply to exist in your highest vibration and let the universe orchestrate your massive blessings. You are entering a timeline of effortless abundance and absolute sovereignty. This is the massive spiritual event that forces you out of their timeline. The sudden ending of your normal career was actually a divine rescue mission. God literally broke the matrix algorithm to pull you out of that toxic environment before it could destroy your destiny. You were never fired or rejected. You were aggressively promoted to the highest spiritual rank available. From this exact moment forward, your aura is a terrifying fortress. No narcissistic manager or jealous co-worker can ever cross your boundaries again. You are completely untouchable, and your energy field is sealed by divine authority. They will watch your rapid ascension from the sidelines and wonder how you achieved such impossible success without playing their dirty games. This is the ultimate truth behind your unbearable exhaustion. You were entirely drained because you were fighting a massive unseen war for your bloodline. But the war is officially over, and you have already won the battle. You broke the curse that kept your ancestors trapped in endless wage slavery. You are the ultimate cycle breaker, and your entire lineage is cheering for you right now. Do not look back at the burning bridges of your past career. Let the old matrix timeline collapse into dust. You are stepping out of the shadows and walking directly into your divine inheritance. But holding this massive amount of spiritual wealth requires a completely different mindset. You must learn how to protect this new frequency from the desperate enemies who still want to steal it. Your enemies know that you are stepping into unprecedented power. They will try one last time to cast a shadow of doubt over your brilliant mind. You must permanently sever the invisible energetic cords that still connect you to that old toxic office. I am going to reveal the exact spiritual action you must take to cut them off forever. The final cleansing is about to begin. Listen to the stillness in your spirit right now. The frantic noise of the matrix has been completely muted. You have officially survived the deepest phase of the spiritual crucible. You are no longer reacting to their chaos because you are the one orchestrating the entire atmosphere. Step onto your throne. The universe is handing you the keys to your new sovereign reality. They underestimated the massive power of a chosen one who finally remembers their true identity. They thought you would beg for their approval. Instead, you walked away and took all the light in the room with you. Let them sit in the dark and reflect on what they lost. You have a universe to conquer and a divine legacy to build. Your time of waiting is permanently over. Now that your eyes are fully open to their deception, how do you permanently seal your energy? You cannot just walk away physically. You must sever the invisible energetic cords that still connect your soul to that toxic environment. Every time you think about your old boss or those co-workers, you are unknowingly feeding them your light. This stops today. The matrix relies on your lingering resentment to keep the portal open, but you are about to shut that door forever. Close your eyes for a brief moment and visualize a heavy cord connecting your chest to that old office building. That cord represents every single ounce of anxiety and exhaustion they forced you to carry. You are no longer their energetic food source. You must consciously command your spirit to detach from their low-frequency timeline. This is the secret spiritual password I promised to reveal earlier. The ultimate weapon to sever a toxic connection is absolute emotional detachment. You do not forgive them for their sake. You detach for your own survival. When you stop reacting to their memory, you literally starve their energetic shadow. They lose all access to your beautiful aura. Your silence and your complete indifference are the sharpest blades in the spiritual realm. You are taking back every single drop of vital life force that you left inside those corporate walls. Call your power back right now. Say it out loud to the universe. I command all of my stolen energy to return to my body purified and cleansed. I break every soul tie to the matrix system. Notice how much lighter your shoulders feel the exact moment you declare those words. The heavy mantle of corporate slavery has officially fallen off your back. You are completely free. You are entering a deep season of profound spiritual restoration. Your nervous system finally realizes that the brutal war is over. You can drop your defensive shields and allow the divine light to wash over your exhausted spirit. Heaven is actively repairing the tears in your aura. You are safe. You are protected by a force they cannot even comprehend. The exhaustion will slowly fade away as your body calibrates to this new timeline of absolute sovereignty. Do not rush this delicate healing process. The Matrix taught you to constantly hustle and grind without any rest. But heaven is commanding you to embrace stillness. Your rest is a radical act of spiritual rebellion against their broken system. You are a masterpiece of divine creation. You were never meant to be a machine producing empty results for a faceless corporation. As your energy field repairs itself, you will begin to notice a magnetic shift in your reality. Opportunities will simply gravitate toward your newly cleansed frequency without any frantic effort on your part. This is the effortless abundance of the chosen ones. You no longer chase things down in the physical realm. You attract them by mastering your internal vibration. But maintaining this pristine frequency requires strict spiritual stewardship. You must fiercely protect your inner peace from anyone who tries to drag you back down to their chaotic level. Your next step is incredibly critical. The universe is about to hand you the keys to a massive kingdom, but a vast kingdom requires a quiet and disciplined ruler. You must understand how to navigate the coming days without accidentally reopening the energetic doors you just permanently sealed. The final phase of your activation is approaching fast. Let the old version of you die peacefully in the ashes of that toxic job. That version was beautiful, but it was built entirely for survival. The new version of you is built strictly for supreme authority and divine dominion. You have survived the darkest night of the soul. The morning sun is finally breaking through the heavy clouds of the Matrix. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty for walking away. Your only obligation is to your highest timeline and your sacred mission. The people who truly belong in your new reality will meet you at this elevated frequency. You do not have to lower your vibration to make the Matrix comfortable ever again. Your radical independence is your greatest shield. Your transition from a drained employee to an untouchable sovereign creator is completely finalized. The universe has witnessed your immense courage. Now you must prepare your physical vessel to actually receive the mega deposit that heaven has prepared. The floodgates are opening right now. Let me show you how to properly anchor this incoming wealth. The massive energetic shift is completely finalized. You have successfully navigated the darkest spiritual crucible of your entire life. And now heaven is requiring you to prepare your physical reality for a massive influx of divine abundance. You cannot receive a royal inheritance with a poverty mindset. You must expand your internal capacity right now. The universe is about to drop unprecedented opportunities directly into your lap. But you must practice extreme spiritual stewardship to hold on to this new wealth. When the financial blessings begin to manifest, you must remain absolutely quiet. Do not run back to your old co-workers to boast about your new sovereign life. Your silence is your ultimate protection. The Matrix algorithm will try to send those exact same energy vampires back into your life to test your new boundaries. They will suddenly reach out and pretend to care about your well-being. Do not fall for their desperate illusions. They are only checking to see if your energetic portal is still open, but you must keep that door permanently locked. Your pure energy is your most sacred and valuable currency. From this exact moment forward, you are completely inaccessible to anyone who refuses to heal themselves. You are stepping into a profound season of quiet authority. Your mere presence will command respect, and you will never have to raise your voice or prove your worth to anyone ever again. The enemy always tries to steal the confidence you just reclaimed over the last few minutes. They desperately want you to second-guess this powerful revelation. But you must firmly anchor this truth into your physical reality right now. If you feel this massive shift in your spirit, I need you to take a physical action of alignment. Type 777 in the comments below. Typing that number is not just a random comment. It is a spiritual decree declaring that your aura is officially closed to the matrix. When you type 777, you are telling the universe that you are fully prepared to receive the mega deposit. You are locking your energetic frequency so the enemy can never intercept your destiny again. This immense power was never meant to be carried entirely alone. You are a brilliant lighthouse standing tall in the middle of a raging storm, and your quiet strength is actively helping to awaken thousands of other chosen souls across the globe. By fully claiming your sovereign throne today, you are breaking generational curses for your entire extended bloodline. But you must stay connected to the truth as the system tries to pull you back under. The Matrix will constantly broadcast fear and scarcity to lower your vibration. You need a spiritual sanctuary to protect your mind from their endless noise. Subscribe to this sanctuary and turn on the bell so the Matrix cannot intercept your future messages. Joining this tribe is a physical declaration that you are no longer playing their broken game. It is a powerful seal of spiritual agreement between you and heaven. And if you need to physically recalibrate your aura, you can visit chosenlightmessages.com in the pinned comment. This will recharge your energy and restore balance in just 7 minutes a day. We are building an untouchable collective of high-frequency beings who completely refuse to be controlled. When you protect your energy, you are securing your place in this sovereign timeline forever. Let them completely misunderstand your silence. Let them assume whatever they want about your sudden disappearance from their toxic corporate world. You no longer need to explain your brilliant soul to people who are entirely committed to misunderstanding your spirit. Your energy is way too expensive to spend on their cheap and meaningless drama. You have officially entered the sacred sanctuary of quiet authority. The brutal battles you fought in absolute secret are about to reward you in public. Stay completely silent and stay grounded in your immense divine power. Watch how heaven effortlessly moves massive mountains on your behalf. You are anointed and you are permanently free. The universe has spoken its final verdict over your life today. The era of survival mode has been completely cancelled. Because you chose to walk away from the Matrix, you are stepping into a timeline of infinite grace and effortless abundance. Keep your frequency pristine and your heart open to the massive miracles coming your way. Your true sovereign life begins right now.